Hi everybody, Lauren's Crazy Pet Show is on location at a marvelous cat show in Edison, New Jersey. It is huge and I am loving it, and this is Linda and she is responsible for setting up this whole meow. I see dozens and dozens and dozens of cats, all different types and shapes and sizes, and there's so much to do here. So thank you for inviting us, first of all. I'm so excited. I love seeing them.
Oh, Lauren, it's so great that you could be here. Thank you for coming. We're very excited. This is the 83rd Garden State Cat Club Cat Show, which has now become an expo.
Ooh.
Behind us, we are in the middle of 13 rescue companies that have brought their cats looking for forever homes. Inside are the breed cats, and we have almost 42 different breeds.
We should mention your costume. Linda doesn't usually dress like this. But
So
you look marvelous.
I am the Queen of Hearts. And it's in the theme of cats in Wonderland. And if you'll see behind me and around, there are a lot of people dressed. We're having a competition today of the best Mad Hatter hat.
Fantastic.
And tomorrow,
I think you'll do well.
Yes, and the best cage decoration. And every year we have a theme. And this year was Cats in Wonderland, which is a takeoff on Alice in Wonderland. So I am the Queen of Hearts.
I like it.
But not off with your head. It's way too pretty. So.
Off with your head. Now, what amazes me is all the different breeds and types. People come from all over for this.
People come from all over. It is the largest cat show expo in the country.
Wow.
We have a judge from the Ukraine here who came to judge. We have judges from Texas, from Colorado.
And this is a chance for people to see the cats.
Yes.
And to maybe meet the breeders and to find out something about the breed and what would work for you. Or, like you said, you have the rescues where it's a good chance to come and take a look and see them as well.
Yes, and you know, you might get a cute tuxedo cat or a red tabby, which is what I adopted last year.
Now, so we did see something, I think that some people might be surprised by, that there's something called cat agility, because usually you think of it as a dog doing that. But we spoke to Nikki, who's running it.
She's wonderful.
She's great. Let's talk about Lucy. We just saw her doing some agility.
So you just saw Lucy doing agility. Lucy is under a year old, and she started doing agility when she was 4 months old, and she just loves people and she loves chasing her toys. So for agility, we get them to start at the steps, and they go over the steps, and then the jumps, the tunnel, another jump, weave pulls, more jumps, tunnels, and the idea is to finish as fast as they can. They get 15 points per obstacle, and then they get points for how fast they go. They're competing for titles. The first time they complete the course within 4.5 minutes, they get the title of Agility Competitor. When they reach 500 points, it's Agility Winner, AW, and then Agility Master at 2,000 points and Agility Grandmaster at 4,000 points. Lucy happens to be a household pet, owned and loved by Jill Archibald and Karen Bishop. She's perfectly happy wandering around and comes to anybody, and she's as sweet as can be.
She's a sweetie peep. So that shows that any cat can do agility, right?
Any cat can do agility. We try to get them to follow the toys. We can use anything except food to lower them through. And there are times where a cat will come in and you'll show it a toy and it'll look at you like, what? You want me to do what? And then you play around and find a new toy, and boom, the cat runs fast as can be. Sometimes the cat just needs a lot of love, and you need to pet it and cuddle with it and then run. It's a nice bonding experience with your cat. And you can see, she sees the toys and she's like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Hi, Luce. I got a tangled mess.
This is great for kids, and they can run around with their little teaser, and the cat runs and jumps and does.
And that's what I love here. It's a family affair.
This is a family affair. We have a fantastic face painter. She's very famous, Judy.
I'm going to go get my face painted.
And we have a caricaturist who's world famous, Steve Nyman. And you can bring a picture of your dog or your cat. He will do yourself. I did a picture of myself and my cat, and he can work from a picture, or you can sit there and do it. So I brought a picture of my cat. I sat there and he did both, and it's wonderful. You frame it and you put it on your wall because he's really talented.
There's so much to do here, and it's huge.
What about the shopping? Do you like to shop? Oh my gosh, that's great shopping, right?
You have wonderful vendors.
We have fabulous vendors. We had actually 20 vendors we couldn't accommodate.
Wow.
We had such people were knocking at our door literally.
Unbelievable.
To come in here.
I love it.
Well, we bring in
great.
between 4,000 and 5,000 spectators over the weekend. Any money that we make throughout the year from this show and from other things that we're collecting money for, whatever, goes to 10 to 15 rescues. We send the money at the end of the year, and we also also support WIN, W-I-N-N, which is feline research.
Okay.
And that's the only research company that does research strictly for cats.
We are going to stick around, so
Okay.
you are too, of course, Linda, because you're in charge of this whole thing. And I think maybe I should get my face painted. What do you think?
I think that's a great deal. I mean,
then we're gonna
you're
meet
very
some kitty.
beautiful,
Oh,
but
you're so
well,
sweet.
just put a little extra on that. A few
okay.
whiskers, okay?
I need some whiskers. All right, stay tuned. Lauren's Crazy Pet Show is coming right back from a wonderful cat expo in Edison, New Jersey.
Meow.
Woo, meow. Welcome back to Lauren's Crazy Pet Show. This is Judy. I told you I was going to get my face painted, and I love it. She is a master. You're like an artist.
You look beautiful.
Oh, I love it. I love my little kitty. Now, you have been doing this for how long?
Oh, over 10 years.
When you were a
face
baby.
painting.
You started when you were a
well,
baby.
I actually had my first show, but it was not face painting when I was 8.
Oh, wow.
First
So
it's
you're
been a
a
long time.
true artist. You do so many different styles.
Yes, this is a happy sort of retirement. I'm loving it. We get to be parts of shows like this and all different venues, and it just makes everything fun. And I have my guys with
I
me
love that
helping me.
you have your kids and they help out too. And you do such a beautiful job. We saw you do a couple of kids and they just loved it. They were so proud.
It's a transformation for
It's a
them, and it's just so great watching their faces light up when they look in the mirror. That just makes it wonderful.
And we're going to see some real cats who are beautiful without any face painting. Let's check out some of the breeds that are here today, shall we?
They're beautiful.
Oh, they're beautiful. So this is a Turkish Angora.
Yes.
What a beauty.
I think so.
Oh, wow. And Irish, you have been giving a wonderful presentation on all the breeds here today.
Yes.
You've obviously been doing this for a long time because you have so much knowledge and they're so beautiful and such a variety.
And it's such a privilege to be able to show them off to people and help them learn about the different breeds.
Oh.
This is a Turkish Angora. It is our oldest long hair breed. Their written history goes back to the 1600s, so their unwritten history goes back way further than that.
The coloring is beautiful.
This is a very unusual color for a Turkish Angora. They are most popular in white. A very good family pet.
Family pet?
They're wonderful with children because they have a high energy level, so they can keep up with children, and they're very mellow and relaxed, so they won't mind if you dress them up in doll clothes.
Which is perfect.
As long as you keep them entertained. Whatever you're doing in your house, the Turkish Angora is going to help you.
Wow.
And if you cannot find your Turkish Angora, look up because it will be on top of something.
Funny.
Yes.
I noticed you have a Maine Coon there. Talk about the Maine Coon because they're like a bigger cat.
Yes, Maine Coon is the largest breed we have. The one we have here is a year and a half, and he's close to 15 pounds.
Wow.
His name is Depeche Mode, with his gorgeous brown tabby pattern and a shaggy coat. That's a very strong characteristic of the breed. It's beautiful, full tail, nice ruff, beautiful head. If you look at the head of a Maine Coon, what you should see is a box within a box connected by a gentle curve. So here's the first box, top of the head. Here's the second box, squared off muzzle. Here's the gentle curve connecting the two.
Now, what about on the paws? They sort of have extra
Tufts.
there.
You see that on a lot of long hairs, actually. That's to help them walk through the snow. There are 14 Maine Coon kittens entered in this show.
Wow.
So what we have here is one of the newest breeds that CFA has to offer, and it's called the Lycoy, which means wolf. So they're the wolf cats, and if you look at the coloration of the coat, you can sort of, and the head, you can sort of see how it got that name.
Yes, absolutely. I've never seen a cat like this.
They're new, and they're very exciting. They're really wonderful cats. They have a very interactive personality, not unlike the Turkish Angora, but not as high energy. They're calmer, very intelligent. They have a hunting instinct. They like to play fetch. Their most distinctive feature is this wonderful coat. The color is called roaning. See the white hairs, see the balance of color between the black and the white. You think that the fur will be coarse from the appearance, but it's not. It's soft and silky.
That is deceptive. You know, it looks like it'd be wiry, but it's really not. Okay, now this is a Burmese.
Yes, they are one of our oldest breeds. They've been around since about 1900.
Wow.
They originally did come from Burma. They come in 4 colors: sable, platinum, blue, and champagne. And this is a sable, which is the most popular color, and he wants to go for a walk. These guys are very assertive, very talkative, and very transparent. You always know what they're thinking because they're going to tell you.
That's a great way to put it.
They make conversation.
Now the face is so different from the others we've seen, rounder.
Yes.
He's got like chubby cheeks, is
Yep,
that?
totally different body type. Oh yeah, you're a shoulder kitty.
Those breeds are amazing, aren't they?
They're beautiful.
Oh, but you don't have to face paint them because they're already born like
I don't
that.
think they would.
So Judy, where can people get in touch with you? Because you really have a long history of really like illustration, and it's not just face painting, even though this is absolutely fabulous.
This is a lot of fun. I still do face painting, I still do illustration and things like that.
Fantastic.
And myself, my crew if needed.
I know, the
and,
kids are so cute. Look at the guys.
we have a lot of
They're
fun.
Fabulous. I can tell. Thank you so much for doing this. I absolutely love it, Judy. So we'll do a little more fluffing up, and then we'll be right back from this fabulous cat show. Welcome back to Lauren's Crazy Pet Show. We are having so much fun at a cat extravaganza. It is a huge show in Edison, New Jersey.
And you look great as a cat.
And this is Linda. She
Hi.
has coordinated all of this, and also known as the Queen of Hearts.
I'm the Queen of Hearts because this is Cats in Wonderland, and I'm just pretending to be the Queen of
Oh,
Hearts.
it's so great. There is so much to do here.
There is.
There's
and
cat watching, there's cat shopping.
There's also people watching. Have you seen some of the people who walk in? They're dressed like cats.
It's
oh my God,
terrific.
so
I love
cute,
it. I hope you
know.
like my face painting.
I think you look beautiful. We have a terrific face painter, as I
Oh,
told you.
she's
Isn't she great?
fantastic.
Judy is the
Oh,
greatest.
and you know
so-
what I love? It's sort of a combination. You have things that are serious and
Yes.
things that are really fun. I want to show you the really, really fun one that you told us about earlier. Take a look. Oh, you look at this face. Look at this beautiful baby. This is Ava, and this is her mom, Kathy. And you are what you would say is definitely, right?
A crazy cat lady.
Because you have fashions all over the place, and really your love is dressing up your kitties.
It is. We go to the dog designers, and I tell the dog designers I want this, and then I go to the hat designers that sometimes are in Israel and have the hats created to match the dresses.
From the doggy designers to the kitties.
Correct.
Everything seems to be amazing and even outrageous.
Right, but you know, we all girls have to have their accessories.
Girls-
So we got hats, we got jewelry, we got leashes, and we got dresses.
How did you start doing this, Kathy? Because again, you don't make these things. Sometimes you
No.
embellish them.
We started with my daughter that's autistic, and she loved just walking around the cats on the leash and pushing on the stroller. But now she's working at a wonderful job, so I'm left doing this.
So here you are with all of these beautiful creations. So was it hard to get the cats dressed up? Because some people think, oh, cats don't want to dress up, but they seem to like it. Look.
They're fine. You know, it's all about how you treat the cat. If the cat doesn't want to do it, we don't do it.
Let's talk about her outfit, because this is outrageous. I absolutely love it. She sort of has like a clock hat on.
It is steampunk.
Okay,
And you got steampunk hat that was created by one of my favorite designers, Dawn Kelsey in Illinois, and the dress is also made by her too.
She wears it well.
She does.
And you have a large collection. You even have a wedding dress.
I do. The wedding dress is also made by Dawn. It is full of tulle underneath, and it's just long and flowing and very light. But I
beautiful.
can actually divide it into 2 dresses. I can take the bottom off if I want.
You're so cute, Kathy. And this is a little bling. You said everybody needs a little bling.
All girls need bling.
All girls, and you got a lot of bling.
I got a lot of bling.
And you have hats.
And hats.
Oh, wow. And do they play piano too?
They don't. The girls just sit here and look pretty.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it's here for the spectators to take pictures with the cat sitting on them.
So So people, I've seen the reactions. People love it as much as I do.
They do. They enjoy it, and I walk around with pushing them around on a stroller, and people. I rarely get through, and I'm like 15 people want to take pictures.
And they don't seem to mind. They seem to love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So no cat harm. These babies want it. They're like posers.
They're posing. They've been doing it since they were 4 months old.
Really, you do it to bring love to people.
I do, to show that not only dogs can dress it, but cats can too.
Love it. Wasn't that fun? You told us about Kathy. She is absolutely terrific.
She's great, isn't she? You know, there's a lot of things you can learn about cats here too.
And the judges really talk a lot about the cat, about the breeds. And one of the things I've really been wanting to learn about, I'm learning today. So let's take a look at that.
Oh, that's really important.
Yeah. So this is our patient, and we are going to learn about something that's very important. It's pet CPR, but specifically today, since we're at a cat show, all about cat CPR. So say hi to Steve and Brian, and they're going to help us with this, because I have to tell you, honestly, I know about dog CPR, but did not know that we could do the same thing on cats. I mean, I know
Absolutely.
It makes sense, but...
Well, basically, we go by weight, over 30 pounds, under 30 pounds. So a dog, most dogs you're gonna find over 30 pounds, unless you got the smaller animals. But cats is rare you're gonna find an over 30 pound cat. When we go to touch, we always go from the back end and work our way up. Because even a friendly animal, if they're injured, can bite. You're gonna get to the chest area and you're gonna feel for any breathing. Is there any breathing? If no breathing, work your way to the head. And at that point, we've already established that there's no response. We open the mouth and look inside. See if there's any objects there. In this case, we don't see anything. What we need to do is open up that airway so we can get our oxygen in, to breathe in. We actually will be pulling their tongue out, because the tongue that actually falls back and blocks their airway. An animal that doesn't have a snout, we will actually cover our mouth over their nose and mouth and breathe in. Because their lungs are so small, all they're going to get is a very small amount of air, a small puff. After we give our 2 rescue breaths, we then check for a pulse. Best place to check for a pulse is the hind leg. If there's a pulse but he's not breathing, we just go back to our rescue breaths, 1 breath every 5 seconds. If he loses the pulse, or we don't have the pulse, then we need to start CPR. For any animal under 30 pounds, because they're so small, we can lift them up, put them onto a table, make it easy for us. They need to be laying on their right side because the heart is on the left. We place one hand underneath them. The hand that's going to be on top, that's the hand that's going to be doing all the work. So depending on the size, you can use the palm of your hand, you can use 4 fingers, 3 fingers. Again, if it's a puppy or kitten, you may only need even 1 finger. We press 1/2 to 1 inch on their chest. We push at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute, just like for people. Basically, when we push on their chest, it's only about 1/3 the depth of their chest. And we let the chest recoil. We want it to come back to its normal position. We give 30 chest compressions. Leave the chest and go to the head and give our 2 rescue breaths, and then resume compressions. Again, 30 compressions and 2 breaths. After about 2 minutes or 5 cycles, every time we do 30 compressions and 2 breaths, that's considered 1 cycle. After about 5 cycles, finish off with the breath and then check for the pulse. If there was no pulse, we will continue CPR. If he had a pulse but wasn't breathing, back to our rescue breaths. And if he had a pulse and was breathing, we take him to the vet. In the class, we actually go over this. Everybody gets a chance to practice. We go over first aid skills, drownings, choking, heat emergencies, cold emergencies, poisonings.
Where can people get in touch with you, Steve? Because you've given us a little demonstration today, but you
They
teach
call
classes.
us up.
Okay.
They can find us online, firstaid.org or petresponder.com, and we bring everything that's needed, the videos, the books, the mannequins. It's actually a certification course, so they'll actually be getting a certificate suitable
I
for
guess
framing.
Brian got this.
Yeah, and a wallet-sized card.
This is for anybody, and of course, it's something that everybody should learn.
Right.
Oh, I'm so glad. That was very interesting. So I'm glad we were able to learn about CPR and learn about so many things today.
I'm telling you, it can really save your cat's or pet or dog's life
It
if
is
you know that.
crucial.
In fact, CPR altogether, the gentleman Steve Ross that's here, he teaches courses
Right.
for both people and animals. But I'm sure that the average person has never thought about learning about it for their cat
And it's
dog.
not that difficult, and it's so important.
It's so important.
Thank you so much for having
I'm so
us,
glad you
Linda.
came.
This is fantastic. It is a cat and dog lovers delight, because who doesn't love them both? And hopefully we
Absolutely.
will be invited back next year.
I hope to see you all next year.
And if somebody would want some information to follow, how can they do that?
We have a wonderful website. It is the Garden State Cat Club Expo.com, and you can read about who was here, read about you, see your pictures, and also see what is coming up for next year.
Fantastic. And of course, we hope everybody out there continues to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and our YouTube channel. And as we leave, I want everyone to see a very special cat that we met today from a very special cat rescue. I know, it just does my heart such good. And
There
people,
are such wonderful people out there that make a difference.
I think you're all going to love it. So meet Phoenix. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Bye.
So here at the New Jersey Cat Show, we have found so many wonderful cat lovers, dog lovers too.
Of course.
And this is really, really special to my heart. This is Phoenix.
Yeah.
And you have actually rescued Phoenix, and he's in a wheelchair for cats.
Yes, Phoenix was found on the side of the road April 19th. She was brought to me. I work at a vet. I also run a rescue, so everybody calls me when they find injured kitties and stuff. And we rushed her right to the vet, and we found out that she had broken hip and her broken back. The vets wanted me to euthanize her, but I just felt in my heart that she wasn't ready to go. So we do acupuncture twice a week. She's gotten so much stronger. Now she has the cart and she wants to take off running right now. No cats. But she's just an amazing cat, and she just has that strong will to live, and I just had to fight with her because I felt she wasn't ready to go.
Oh, bless you. I love that. I know I called her a he, but
Yeah.
sorry about that, sweetie. A she.
Yes.
And actually, you're hoping that maybe she even gets more mobility.
Yes, the acupuncture, when we started it, from now, we've seen so much progress with
Wow.
her strength. Even without the cart, she could still move around and scoot her body. We're hoping with the acupuncture that she will be able to gain use of her bladder so that she'll be able to go to the bathroom on her own. I do help her. She does have some trauma to her eyes from the spinal damage, so that's why her eyes look a little droopy. But other than that, she eats, she drinks, she purrs. She loves being brushed and groomed. She grooms herself. She goes everywhere with me.
I love her.
Follow her on Facebook, Phoenix the Cruising Cart Kitty on Facebook. But she's got her own little following. And there she goes.
Oh, there she goes.